Yo, what's good? You're 413 here back in the day, and today, guys, I'm going to be going over the entire list of cars in Forza Horizon 3 that did not make the cut for Forza Horizon 4, which is actually a very long list. It's over 100 cars. It is absolutely insane. Now, there are some DLC car packs that, had cars, like every single car in that car pack did not make it into the game, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over those ones here in a little bit. But this list does have DLC cars that were brought into Forza Horizon 3 that did not make it into Horizon 4, as well as just a bunch of other cars that were already in the game of Horizon 3 that are not going to be in Horizon 4. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. Starting things off, what we have is we actually have the 2010 Fiat Abarth 500 SCs. Then what we have is we have a 1992, let's go ahead over here, we have the 1992 Alfa Romeo, which one is it? It's the 155 Q4. Then we have the 1992 Alfa Romeo Milano Quadrifoglio Verde. Oh my god, guys, I cannot pronounce this today. Then what we have is we have the 1965 Alfa Romeo Giulia Sprint GTA Stradale. Then we go to AMC and we have the 1977 AMC Pacer X and the 1970 Rebel AMC The Machine. Now, for some reason, mine is not even showing up here. Then we have a car that I was actually really surprised about. When we go to Aston Martin, I was thinking, hey, we're in the UK, we should not be losing a single Aston Martin. But the first one on this list is the 2012 Aston Martin V12 Zagato. Then we go down here to 1998 and we lose the Aston Martin V8 Vantage V600, followed by the 1977 Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Honestly, the fact that we lost any cars from Aston Martin is absolutely remarkable. I was thinking that, hey, those cars are going to be here for a long while. Then what we have is the 2015 Baldwin Wallace number 97 Monster Energy Trophy Truck. And then we even have some cars from Bentley. Again, like I was saying, another UK manufacturer having cars not showing up. The first one is actually going to be the 2015 Bentley EXP 10-Speed 6 Concept. Granted, this car is a concept, so I kind of understand maybe why it's not in the game. It's not actually a real car. They didn't produce very many of them, if any at all. So, I mean, it's a concept car. I just wish that we would have got it because I really like this car. That was a whole lot of fun. And then, of course, we have the 2014 Bentley No. 7 M Sport Bentley Continental GT3. However, though, what I will say is there is a Bentley Continental in the game that does get a wide body kit that pretty much can kind of make up for this, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Then we go over here to BMW and down to 2014, and we have the BMW M235i Coupe. And then after that, what we get is the 1986, we got to go all the way down here to 1986, BMW 635 CSI. And then all the way down here at the bottom, we have the 1959 BMW 507, which I'm really ashamed. I wish that this car was in the game. It's a nice, beautiful, classic European sports car. I really like how this car looks. It is absolutely gorgeous. Then our next set of cars are all the way over here in Cadillac, and our first one is going to be the 2012 Cadillac Escalade Esv, followed by the 2011 Cadillac CT-SV. That's another shame right there. That is another shame. And then we go over here to Chevy, and we're losing the 2016 Chevrolet Camaro Supersport. And then we go down here to 2014, where we're losing this Chevrolet Supersport, which that's another shame. That's a small little sports car. I mean, why don't we have that one? I didn't really use it. I know a lot of people didn't use it, but I'm sure there's someone out there who was like using this as their main drift car because it looks like it's built for drifting. It would be a fairly decent drift car at that. Then we have a car I really don't care about, but I know a lot of you guys will, and that is this, the 1990 Chevrolet Camaro IROC Z. Again, that's one I don't know why they got rid of. I honestly thought they would have kept this one. I mean, it's a Chevrolet Camaro IROC. It's very famous. My ex-girlfriend's mom actually had one of these. Kind of a weird choice to get rid of. Then we come down here to 1971, and we're losing the Chevrolet Vega GT. And then down to 67, where we actually go ahead and lose the 1967 Chevy Chevelle SS396. And now we go all the way over here to Chrysler. I understand why this car is gone because honestly, the Chrysler 300, it's one of those cars that I really like how it looks. It looks like it's a big luxury vehicle, like a Rolls Royce, but in all actuality, it's a Chrysler, and it's massive, absolutely huge. And on UK roads, this thing, I mean, it probably takes up the entire lane. It would be like driving a boat down the middle of the street. It is absolutely insane. Then we go to Datsun. We actually are losing the 1969 Datsun 2000 Roadster. And from Dodge, this is another one I was really kind of sad to see go. The 2013 Dodge Dart GT. I love this car. Granted, I'm also going to go ahead and revise that statement. I've never driven one in real life. But the thing is, though, the styling of this car, I absolutely love. Some people are like, it's very dull, very bland. But I thought that this thing, with a wide body kit on it, would look amazing. And Dodge had originally said that they were going to take this car and make it into the new SRT4. And they didn't do it. I was honestly sitting at my house thinking, if they build this into an SRT4 version, I will go buy it. I will go buy it. It's going to compete with the Subaru WRX. It's going to compete with the Mitsubishi Evo, although don't got an Evo no more either. The Ford Focus RS, I mean, there were so many cars that this thing was going to compete with, and it looks pretty damn good in my opinion. So after that Dodge, we are losing one Ferrari, which is all the way down here from 2008. We are losing the regular Ferrari California, but do not worry, do not fret, everything will be okay, because if we go back over here to Ferrari, we still are going to be keeping, oh god, where is it? I thought there was one up here. Yes, there it is. The 2014 Ferrari California T. So we are not losing the California completely, but we are going to be losing the regular California, which is the 2008, just sort of plain Jane one, which I actually kind of like better than the California T. I know the California T's got a little bit more power and everything like that, but I think this one overall just looks a little cleaner, in my opinion. It's kind of a bizarre thing, but yeah, I know. Then we go over here to Fiat, where, honestly, this one is really kind of depressing because we're losing the 1975 Fiat X1 over 9, the 1969 Fiat Dino 2.4 Coupe, and the 1952 Fiat 8B Supersonic. The only one that we're keeping is the 1980 124 Spider. And the other thing is, though, is in Forza Motorsport 7, the regular 124 Spider is in this category, but it got moved to Abarth. So this is the only Fiat that'll be in Forza Horizon 4, other than the ones that are Abarth related. Now when we go to Ford, there are a few ones that we are going to lose. The first one is all the way down here in 2015, which is the number 17 Xbox Racing Ford Falcon FGX. And then after that, what we have is another 2015, which is the Ford Falcon XR8. Coming down to 2013, we are losing, oh, I thought I had hit it, but I didn't. The 2013, oh god, where is it? Where is it? It's right here. The 2013 Ford F-150 SVT Raptor Shelby and the 2013 Ford Focus ST. Those are two that I'm actually kind of ashamed to see go. I would really like to see, maybe not even a 2013, they could give us like a 2018 Ford Focus ST. I would really like it. But I would like to see just a regular ST in the game. I think that would be kind of cool because it's kind of there below the Focus RS. It's a front-wheel drive car. And it kind of just it's fun. It's fun, you know. You can have a front-wheel drive Focus, and then you can have your all-wheel drive Super Focus, and then you have your Ultra all-wheel drive Focus, which is the RS RX. I mean, it's crazy, guys. It is crazy. And then when we go down here to 1995, we are losing the Ford SVT Cobra R. Then in 1992, we are losing, not this one, the Ford Falcon GT. And then after that, in 1978, we're losing a car that a lot of people actually really like, which is the Ford Mustang II King Cobra. That one is a shame to go. Then we go down to 1971, where we are losing the Ford Falcon XY GTHO Phase 3. And then in 1967, we're losing the Ford Falcon XR GT. And then finally, the last car from Ford is this one, the 1966 Ford F100 flare-side body racing trophy truck, which I kind of understand a lot of those Ford Falcons leaving because we're in the UK, we're not in Australia. I'm not sure what they are referred to in Australia, but we are losing a lot of Ford Falcons, and those are really popular in Australia, but I'm not sure about their popularity in the UK. I just am not. I'm just not familiar. I'm just not familiar. Then we go over here to GMC, which we are losing the 1991 GMC Cyclone, which I do remember was also not in Forza Motorsport 7. Why can't we have Chevy pickup trucks? Why can't we have Chevy GMC pickup trucks? It's a shame. It is such a shame. Oh man, it really, really does make me sad. Then we go over here to Holden, and the first one that we're going to lose, this one was part of a DLC card pack. We did lose this one, but I'll get to that here in a little bit. But we're going to lose the 1988 Holden VL Commodore Group A SV. Then we go down here to 1951, where we lose the Holden 50-2106 FX Ute. And then we also lose the 1951 Holden FX Sedan, which, I mean, they should have had, like, off-road, or not off-road. There should have been some kind of body kit for these to basically slam them and make them hot rods. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that that's exactly what they should have had. Then, from Honda, we are losing the 1970 Honda S800. And then from Hoonigan, we are losing the 1979 Hoonigan Baldwin Motorsports Low-Key K5 Blazer. Although I have heard rumor that this will make an appearance somewhere in Horizon 4. It is just a rumor, though. It has been unconfirmed. The full game is out yet, and it's not in the game. So, currently, right now, it is not in the game, but I've heard rumor that it is in there. And, of course, then we go over here to Hot Wheels, where we're losing every single car. So, we're losing the Rip Rod, the Bone Shaker, the Ford Mustang, the Twin Mill, and that's it. That's all there was from Hot Wheels. But then we're also losing this car, which is the 1996 HSV GTS HR. There's no H there. The 1996 HSV GTS R. And then we go over here to Hyundai. We are losing the 2013 Hyundai Genesis Coupe 3.8 track. But we are picking up a Hyundai Veloster N. Okay. Yeah, what a great trade. We're trading a two-wheel drive sports coupe for a front-wheel drive coupe. And it's like, okay. Actually, it's not even a coupe. It's a three-door. So, I don't know, man. That's just kind of weird. Then from Infiniti, we are losing the 2012 Infiniti Ipl G Coupe. And then we go over here to Jeep, where we are losing, it's way down here at the bottom, the 1991 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. We're losing that one, which, that one's another shame. Look at that. That looks like it belongs in the UK. That one just looks like it belongs there. Why? Why are you taking away this car? It just looks like it should be there. It's a smaller Jeep. I mean, it's a big Jeep overall, but I mean, it's still relatively small. I feel like it should be in the UK. It really, really should. Then we go all the way over here to Lamborghini, where our first one that we are losing is actually down here at the bottom, the 1988 Lamborghini Yalpa, which, why are they taking away Lamborghinis from us, man? It's a Lamborghini, come on. And then we are actually losing a couple of cars from Lancia, the first one being the 1985 Lancia Delta S4 Group B, followed by the 1975 Lancia HF Group 4. So we are still keeping a couple of them, like, you know, we got the Stratus HF Stradale still, and from this one we also do have the Lancia Delta S4. So I mean, we're just losing some rally spec versions of the cars that I think were brought in for Blizzard Mountain, and that's really about it. After that, we are also losing the 2014 Land Rover Range Rover Supercharged, and then here comes a really big sad news. We all knew about this one though, because this happened with Forza Motorsport 7. We lost all of Lexus. So we lost the 2015 Lexus RCF, the 2014 Lexus IS350F Sport, the 2013 Lexus GS350F Sport, the 2010 Lexus LFA, the 2009 Lexus ISF, and the 1997 Lexus SC300. Quite a few that we lost. That one was a big one to lose. After that, we have is Maserati, which I was really not expecting this one, but we're losing the 2014 Maserati Ghibli SQ4. Again, that's one that I was like, man, really? That's kind of one that I would expect to be here. Then we have the 2010 Mazda Speed 3. Yeah, that one was another one. Then we come down here, and we have the 1972 Mazda Cosmo 110S Series 2. Again, another very old classic car that I'm surprised is not making it into Forza Horizon 4. I mean, it's so funky looking. I could have swore it would get in there. I could have swore it would have got in there. If you would have showed me this car and been like, will this be in Horizon 4? It was in Horizon 3. I'd be like, hells yeah. Hells yeah. So after that, what we have is we actually go over here to Mercedes-Benz, where we actually lose the 1972 Mercedes-Benz 300 SEL 6.3 and the 1967 Mercedes-Benz 280 SL. And then, here's another big sad news right here. Then we lose all of Mitsubishi. This is another big one that hurts quite a bit. First up, what we have is we have the 2008 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 10 GSR. Then we have the 2006 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 9 MR. The 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 8 MR. The 1999 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 6 GSR. And the 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse GSX and the 1992 Mitsubishi Galant VR4. Another brand hits the dust. That one hurts. That one hurts. Then we go over here to Nissan. We are losing one car from Nissan, which is the 1966 Nissan Silvia. You know, I never really touched this car. As you can see, it's still a D-Class 186. I think I got it from a DLC. Never touched it. Never once. So I'm not too sad that that one's going. I mean, it's sad that it's going because, of course, it's one less car in the game. But at the same time, I never touched it. Then we go over here to Opel, where we are losing the 1979 Opel Kadett C GTE. And then we are losing the 1968 Opel GT, which this car looks so pretty. I never used it, but it looks so pretty. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I like it a lot. Kind of ashamed to lose it. Then we go over here to Plymouth, where we are losing the 2000 Plymouth Prowler, which that was a DLC car. Not a lot of fans of it. There were not a lot of fans of it. It was very difficult to control as well in the game. Then we're also losing a car that I actually started using as a drift car, which is the 1958 Plymouth Fury. So I'm kind of sad to see that one go. I kind of had it on the same setup that my Chevrolet Bel Air had. You know, it's a big boat, and it actually works really well as a drift car. If you get the chance ever to use it, I would recommend it. You know, just pop a little drift tune on there. It really works. It actually does better than you would suspect. Really, really does. Then we go over here to Pontiac, where the first car that we lose is the 1965 Pontiac GTO. Oh, yeah, that's another big loss there. I know a lot of people who are going to be really sad about that one. That one really, really sucks. And then we actually lose some cars from Porsche. So I was a little bit surprised to see any cars from Porsche on this list. The first one that we're losing is the 2011 Porsche number 45 Flying Lizard 911 GT3 RSR. Okay, I'll give him that one. That one is one that, you know, not a crap ton of people actually would be using on a daily basis. But then we also lost this one, the 1993 Porsche 928 GTS and the 1970 Porsche 914-6. Those two cars are the most expensive cars in Forza Horizon 3, and they're not in Forza Horizon 4. Oh man, that makes them even more exclusive. Whew! Hot dog. Hot dog. Then our next car, this is actually one I was really surprised about. The Ram Runner is gone. This car has been in a lot of Forza games. I am very surprised to see that this car is gone, but we are getting the Ram 2500 Power Wagon, which overall I think is actually a better car to replace this one with. It is even worse as a rammer, and it's a lot more fun to drive. I will say, I think more people will get a little bit more enjoyment out of the 2500 than this one here. So, I don't know. It's a shame to see it gone. I know there's a lot of people who use this car quite a bit in online multiplayer. Those of you guys who do, shame on you. And then we have the 1990 Renault Alpine Gt Le Mans. That's a car I would love to see in Forza Horizon 4. I want to see this car in Forza Horizon 4. It's such a good car. It's so beautiful. Oh my god, why is it gone? Why is it gone? Then another brand that we lost was Rolls-Royce. So we lost the 2016 Rolls-Royce Dawn and the 2014 Rolls-Royce Wraith. Then after that, what we have is we go all the way back here to Subaru, where we lose the 2016 number 75 WRX STI VT15R rally car, but we are keeping the number 199 VT15R rally car, so I do see this is sort of just cutting down on some redundancy already in the game. Then we go down here to 1996, where we lose the Subaru SVX, which, again, that's another car I didn't really touch. I kind of think it's really, really ugly. I mean, it is pretty ugly. And then we lose this, the 1980 Subaru Brat GL, probably the only pickup truck that you're ever going to see driving on UK roads because it's so tiny it can actually fit. Actually, I don't know if this car is even available for sale in the UK. I don't know if they actually sold this car there or not, which, okay, I guess. I mean, I'm not butthurt about that one either. This one, I know there's a couple people who are butthurt. I've been getting some messages specifically about this car. But the 2016 Tesla Model S P90D with Ludicrous mode, I understand though why Forza took this car out. At the moment, Tesla is a very controversial company. Not because they're an electric car manufacturer, no. But because of Elon Musk. He's been doing some weird stuff. He's been calling people pedophiles, wrongly accusing them of being a pedophile. What else did he do? He's right now being investigated because he said that he was going to go private and then said he wasn't. So Tesla stock prices have just been crashing recently. They crash, go back up, crash, go back up, crash, go back up. I mean, it's been unstable. It's like Bitcoin. You don't know what the price is going to be from day to day. It's absolutely insane. Tesla is just... They're amazing cars, but the company is in such a controversial state right now that I kind of get why Forza got rid of them for this game. We might see them if, you know, things start turning around. We could see Tesla making a comeback, but at the moment right now, I don't see that happening. But then after that, we have another brand, an entire brand that has left us. Oh, shame on you guys. Shame on Toyota. But we lost the 2013 Toyota GT86, the one Toyota we actually kept, the 1998 Toyota Supra RZ. That's such a car to lose. That's such a good car to lose. Why do we have to lose that one? Ah, that hurts. And then we have the 1994 Toyota Celica GT4 ST205. And then this, the 1992 Toyota Celica GT4 RC ST185. I use this car all the time. I wish it was still in Forza. It's such a good car. I miss it. I'm going to miss it in Forza Horizon 4. I really am. Then we have the 1992 Toyota Supra 2.0 GT Twin Turbo. Then we have the 1985 Toyota Sprinter Trueno GT APEX, or the AE86. Then we have the 1979 Toyota FJ40, the 1974 Toyota Corolla SR5, the 1974 Toyota Celica GT. That's a lot of cars that I've already lost, guys. We're at, like, we got to be over 100 now. Because on this list that I've got, some of them are just brands. So they're not included in my list of, like, the numbers. So I have no idea how many cars we've gone through so far. But we're getting close to the end. And our next car is actually going to be the 2012 Ultima GTR 720. We did keep the 2015, but we lost the 2012. After that, we go all the way back here to Volvo, where we lose the 2015 Volvo S60 Polestar, which is actually this one. Then we also lose the 1972 Volvo 1800E, the 1967 Volvo 123 GT, and that is it from Forza Horizon 3. But there are some honorable mentions here from Forza Motorsport 7. So starting things off with our honorable mentions from Forza Motorsport 7, we have Volkswagen. And the reason why Volkswagen is only from Forza Motorsport 7 is because if you remember back in Forza Horizon 3, Volkswagen decided not to be partnered with Forza Horizon 3, and that kind of sucked. We didn't have Volkswagen in that game, and there was a lot of people really mad. But Volkswagen came back for Forza Motorsport 7, but in its place, we ended up losing Toyota and Lexus, and now we've lost Mitsubishi. But starting things off on this list, we have the 1988 Volkswagen Scirocco 16V. Then we have the 1984 Volkswagen Rabbit Gti. After that, we have the 1981 Volkswagen Scirocco S. And then we come down here to 1967, where we lose the 1967 Volkswagen Carmen Ghia. And then finally, We also lose the 1967 Volkswagen Type 3 1600L, which was a DLC car. So but anyway though, that is where we're going to go and wrap things up for today. If you guys want to, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at twitter.com/Gert413 and Instagram.com/Gert413. And if you guys like this video, go and make sure to hit that like button down below for us, because you guys already know your support is so greatly appreciated. And make sure to subscribe for more videos coming out all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Bye.